Well, one of Alec Murdaugh's attorneys is responding to the release of audio from a phone call it appears he had with Murdaugh during the trial.
Now, the clip was posted on social media. Murdaugh's attorney, Jim Griffin, on Twitter says it was him talking with Murdaugh and that they are very upset with the release of the audio. Most conversations between lawyers and clients are protected under attorney-client privilege. Now, we asked Griffin if he could verify the tweet or if he's planning on taking any legal action, and we'll let you know exactly what he has to say. For now, though, we got this statement from the Carlton County Sheriff's Office, who said the audio was released by mistake. The statement says in part, quote, all jail calls had to be screened by listening to the first few seconds of each call to determine if they fell under attorney-client privilege. Multiple calls were removed, but this one call inadvertently remained in the list for release. An email was sent out to the requester advising that the call fell under attorney-client privilege and to not share the call. But the outlet which shared the call says the call was released as part of a Freedom of Information Act request, and they believe the public should hear it.